Good morning. I'm just checking to see if I'm on. Let's just see. I sent it to live, so we'll see. Yeah, I am. Okay, good. Um, so we will just see what's going on here, and we'll wait for some people to come in. And I woke up a little bit late, and so I'm just having my coffee. So, hey, let me zero in a little bit on this and adjust my camera before anyone comes in. There. My new camera, or my old stand, is not holding my camera as firmly as it did. I'm going to have to do some new changes. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now, let's see where we're at. I'm going to take those away. Because before we get into all that mess, I want to show you some Happy Mail. And probably zip out just a little bit. Good morning. Hi, Shelley. Yeah, I thought, I didn't think anybody was here yet. Okay. And good morning, Candy. And good morning, Nellie. Oh, Nettie, I'm sorry. That is, I can't believe I said Nellie. I guess I'm thinking Candy, Nellie. Okay, and Starving Emma. Good morning, good morning. Yes. I'm drinking my coffee as I'm doing this because I am late. I overslept again. I can't believe I've done this. I have Happy Mail today to show you, and I was late, and I was going to mark some of the pages on this one, but I will show you that in a minute. And let me show you first. It's kind of a combination of Happy Mail and what would you say? Happy Mail and a haul. Okay. Let's make this a little bit neater. Okay, and we'll take this sticker off just because I don't need that. But you know me, I might save that sticker, put it in a book somewhere. Okay, now let me fix my, okay. I opened up Bettsy Doodle's Happy Mail yesterday when it arrived because I just couldn't stand it and I just couldn't wait. And she sent me these cute little embellishments with painted paper. And of course that gave me the idea to do some painted papers today. And so I love that. I always love to get the envelope with, she says she doesn't have pretty stamps, but she does have interesting stamps. And I think that is a very interesting stamp. It's Bridgeness Distance. Let me see if I can read that. Slab. Records the building of the Antonine Wall. Let me just show you that. Let's see. Show you that up close. There we go. I'm so bad. Okay. And then she sent a couple of cards to work on because these are painted papers, and you know I just I love Painty Papers, and on the back of one is a letter. So that will, this is the size of an ATC card, which we had the SWAP of cards. So she sent me these that she hasn't done. These are just backgrounds. And on the back of one, she sent me a nice letter. And she said, thank you so much for doing the swap. I hope you liked them. Here's a few gifts of Painty Paper. Thank you for your support of my channel. It means the world to me. Much love, Dee, also known as Bettsy Doodle on YouTube. So anyway, she sent those. And she's so good about sending things. Mine didn't come in little plastic, but let me show you. Have I already? Yes, I've already showed you those. And these are the two that she has sent. Now, just aren't they absolutely lovely? And so different from these. Now, this to me says Bettsy because she loves color like I do. And let me see if I can get these up close. Okay, I'm not good at that. I'll tell you how I can get close. I can stand up here and zero in. Oops, I'm zeroing out. Okay, there, now you can see them close. But aren't they are just so beautiful, and I love the sentiments, and I just she just is amazing. No matter what she sends, it's always just amazing. So thank you, Bettsy. I just absolutely love those. Such wonderful, wonderful cards. And those, like this one here is mounted on a card. And the trimming in gold. And see if you can see how that... Oh, look, look, look. I never even saw the shimmers on this one. So anyway, I just love them, and I couldn't wait to open them. So they're not a surprise to me, but that's how I am most of the time with Happy Mail, or a lot of times. So I'll zero back, because today we're going to make Painty Papers, and I'm going to need to be farther back. But my other Happy Mail is over the past couple weeks. I have received some really, really cool postcards from Shelley on her travels. And oh, I'm kind of hauling or stopping there. Okay, let's see here. We've got Artists on the Roads come in, and I want to say hi to you. And I don't know if anyone else has come in. We've got 7 here. So I think just Artists on the Road, Candy, Nettie, and Starving Emma. So anyway, so I'm buffering. I'm maybe buffering. No, I'm not buffering. I'm buffering on my own. Okay. Anyway, Shelley was in Red Bay, Alabama, getting her RV, all the maintenance work done and everything, because they had a couple things that were needed fixed, and then they just got an overall check. But she's so good about sending me postcards, and while they were there, because they were there quite a while, she sent me this postcard because they went to Helen Keller's birthplace, and so she sent me that postcard, and it looks like there's a little ghost there. But I have always been fascinated with Helen Keller. I read her autobiography through the Scholastic books. when I was a child many times. Also, while she was there, she went to Elvis's birthplace as well. So these must be all fairly near Red Bay, Alabama. Tupelo is just across the border there, just across the state border. And this, of course, is Alabama. But this one came yesterday. These two came last week, during the week, and this one came yesterday. And that really surprised me because I thought I had gotten all my Elvis postcards, because she sent me several. And they're in my August book, which I'll show you in a little bit. I'm going to show you my August book today, what I've been doing this week. So I have a lot to show you here on my Friday morning show. Shelley also sent me a magazine that came in the mail yesterday. A magazine and some ephemera. So she knows that I like ephemera. So so she saved this napkin, and I will. It's just a plain napkin, but it has this on it, and so that is great. I love that. So cute. And then a bag from the Tiffin Hospitality Center. So that will also make a wonderful pocket, or just an addition. And then she sent me some extra postcards from Helen Keller's birthplace. So I just love this. That's the living room. And this is the original kitchen and cook's bedroom, which in Alabama, it was so hot, they had to cook outdoors in the summertime for sure, and probably the wintertime because maybe they didn't want the cooking smells in the house. And then this is the playroom. And this is the sewing room. It's the cottage with the sewing room and so forth, or the sewing basket was kept here, so she is like a morning, well, it was a bedroom, I guess. It says, yep, that's all, it just says her birthplace. It doesn't really say what room that is. It just says that the sewing basket was kept in that room for some reason. And this is the parlor. So they were very well off, these people. I didn't quite get that from the books. And this is the master bedroom. And it's, of course, these are all period pieces of furniture, I'm sure. Shelley, you probably can talk about that. But yes, thank you, Shelley. I love to get postcards. And I will definitely be doing a Helen Keller page. But she also sent me a magazine, Roughing It Smoothly, all about Tiffins and travel. And it's a quarterly journey for the Tiffin motor home owners. And yes, as I was flipping through, I was very surprised. I was just kind of flipping through here to see, ta-da, Shelley and Michael. So they have a story here, which is continued on page 100, but it's Tiffin owners, and just on the road, just interviewing Tiffin owners. So yay, that was fun. I'm glad to have the magazine. So I can cut that article out and put it in my, and cut out the, you know, we'll have the front page and everything. No, I won't keep the whole magazine because there are some really nice pictures in here to cut out. Look at those vintage pictures. This is just photo contest winners. So how lucky is that? And then there's an article on Bible Museum. So there's some great pictures there for ephemera. But the whole magazine is just filled with wonderful pictures and so forth. So thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Shelley. I really, really appreciate that. I love that. Okay, so we'll set that aside. And then I'll show you what I bought this week. Let's see. Oh, hi, Uncle Lisa. You came in. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you. And he said, hello, honey. So does that mean that Honey and me is here? Don't see her. Okay. This came from the washi tape shop. And I have been buying some washi tape from the washi tape shop. And oh my goodness. It is the most beautiful tapes. They are. See if I only have one open and I'm not seeing it in the box here, so I've got it somewhere else. But these are the tapes that I bought from the washi shop. And those are so pretty. So I haven't used but just the one, and of course it's not in this box. I've got it in another box. So, but this is what came this week. These are all stickers. So all these little vintage stickers are so neat. And the one thing especially that I didn't even know was there's all kinds of stickers from vintage Disneyland. The Disneyland tickets. They're miniature. Disneyland tickets were much bigger than this. But it's so fun to see those. I've been going to Disneyland since the year after it opened. We went to Disneyland throughout my childhood at different times. Not every year, but several times throughout my childhood. And even as a teenager, I went to Disneyland on a date one time. Flew down to Disneyland, flew down to Southern California from San Francisco area, and spent the whole day. Took one of those old buses into Disneyland. Spent the whole day there, and then I'm not sure how we got. I don't know if my grandmother picked us up or whatever, but my grandmother lives nearby, so she picked us up. She lives in Venice. She lived in Venice, California. So she picked us up in the evening, or we got a taxi to her house. And then spent the night at my grandmother's, and then the next day we had a whole day at the beach. So that was really, really fun. That was a really exciting date, something nobody did at my high school ever, and so I was the toast of high school for that one. But anyway, it brings back good memories. I love those vintage cards. I forgot to cover this. This I picked up. I ordered this. This was pretty expensive. These are 2 stickers. They're all in one piece still, but it's 2 paintings, or paintings by Liz Drake, who used to be Sugar on YouTube, and she was the very first art YouTuber I ran across. I clicked on her channel, and I was just mesmerized because she was working in her junk journal, and my heart just was beating fast the whole way through, and I just couldn't believe you could do something and make something so neat and so wonderful without being perfect. So again, I was totally mesmerized, and so I wanted to have something from her, and so I ordered these stickers because she's still on YouTube. I don't watch her much because she's more into other things now. She does some journaling, and I have to be sure and catch some of those. but her for a year, I mean, I faithfully watched every video, and and longer than that even. So anyway, I was really happy. These were, and I really wanted to try out Teespring, and I thought, well, maybe I'll send some of my pictures in to Teespring. But they were, because I wanted to see what kind of quality they were, and the quality seems really nice. Everything seems really great, and I thought, well, and people, if they wanted to, could order some of my pictures if they wanted for their journals, something that I might want to share, just more than just the one that I have. But then I thought I might be able to just do it at a much less expensive price between just between us. Maybe I could do it less, so just by printing them out myself, because I think the quality there is pretty close to the same. These just look like they're just printed out, just the same as that is, and so I don't know. I think this is so much cheaper than these were. $6 or $7 for those two pictures. So maybe I'll just try and offer something like that. I'm still waiting for some people that have offered to send me their address. And if anybody wants a watercolor or my quote business card, just let me know, and I will be sure to get it to you. Okay. Oh, and I got to use this on Amazon.com for a review, because I was reviewing the vinyl stickers, so I got to put that on there for my advertisement. So that was fun. Okay, let's see. Allison, hi. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Let me just check the chat real quick. Okay, I've been chatting about my quote haul. Artist on the Road, nice to see you. And let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've said hi to everybody that's here, but I don't feel like I have. I don't feel like I've said hi to enough people. But let's go on, because I want to make some painty papers this morning. This is quality medium weight translucent paper for sketching. And I've had this for 3 years. I don't use it because I don't trace. And I just like the feel of the paper. So, so I bought it, and of course I buy any paper. I've been sorting through my art room, and I have been rearranging and sorting, and I'm going to tell you, I have one of those great big large sacks, vinyl sacks, one of the great big large ones, and it's filled with sketchbooks and paper, and all pads of paper of some sort, watercolor paper, sketching paper, translucent paper, paper with lines on it, paper, just all kinds of pads of paper. So I was thinking yesterday, and you saw what I did yesterday, and I thought, well, I'll just do that and just kind of play around with that this morning. So, oh yeah, hit the thumbs up, that would be great. Thank you, Nettie. Yeah, it's almost getting to be your shower time too. So anyway, so what I was going to start with was I'm just going to make a painty paper with watercolor, and I have the messiest palette ever. I'm so bad. I don't do well. And I was going to, because I was here late, so I haven't changed my water even. But with this particular thing. You don't have to. You don't have to start off with clean water. You just have to start off with some water. And Painty Papers are great for backgrounds. Love to use them for backgrounds. So I'm just going to get this nice and wet. Nice and wet. I'm going to use several different mediums. Look how it's all wrinkling up. I love that. And then I'm going to get some paint. I'm going to make it very wet. This needs to be a little wetter. And let me get some greens in there. Oh goodness, well, Nettie usually gets her shower, Uncle Lisa, because she goes to work right after these shows. So it's very easy. It's very easy to make Painty Papers, and it's very fun just to watch the colors. I like to add purple. I'll do this purple and purple. Ooh, that purple and blue together. Very pretty. In honor of Shelley, because Shelley is my purple girl. Who had a birthday this week? Happy birthday, Shelley. Happy birthday. I sure missed you. I'm so glad that you guys were with Wayward Wags. Let me move that up a little bit and make sure we keep it in the... So all we need is just to splash color. Just to splash whatever color you want to on here, whatever you think is pretty. Let it roll in the wrinkles, which is why I told you I like the wrinkles. Let it roll in the wrinkles. And that helps make a pattern that you didn't create. Okay, now I'm going to take some purple. Probably take that purple and blue. Well, it's not doing it, so I will try it with this brush. And just splatter. Love to splatter. Now that's going to blend in. It's not going to stay real true. And I want to be sure and get all the little areas. And now I'm going to show you something that's really cool. And you might want to turn down the sound on whatever device you're listening to, because this is going to be a little bit noisy. A lot noisy. I use a heat gun. And I turn it on and then dry it. And look at it, it'll drip a little bit if I lift it. Might even push a little bit. This is on very thin paper. Very, very thin paper. Tracing paper is really, really thin. And when you paste it down, you'll be able to see some of the items that you've pasted under it, that you've glued down under it. I make such pretty patterns. I love the patterns. And I like to use this by itself on a plain sheet of paper just to feature the other. But if you're using it in mixed media, the wet glue will allow the other items underneath that you've glued down to show through. And I should have made one to show you how that works. But, oh, and I love, this is like a very pastel-y one because it's watercolor, so there's not a lot of there's not a lot of deep color on this. And you want to be careful not to stay too long in one area or you might start a fire. Not that I've ever done that before. I've never started a fire. But I'm always very careful. Now I do this with, if I want to stain a picture or a page that's already in a book, you can do it this way too with the heat gun. And I have on my list, where I did a whole book of tea staining this way. Because I think this is just so much faster than the way most people do it, where they prepare a big pan of tea water and then they bathe the paper and then they bake it. How quick was that? And with the heat gun, it makes the paper really lusciously, crinkly, delicious. So, you can use a hairdryer also, but you have to, the hairdryer also blows out air, not just heat. So you have to kind of hold on to it or keep it taped down or something if you're going to use a blow dryer. So anybody can do this with watercolors, food coloring, Jello. You can do it with Kool-Aid. Anything that makes a little bit of a stain. So anyway, so I love that. And I thought that the dots might blend in a little bit more. I'm glad they didn't. I like the dots. I like the little splatters on there. And I am really happy with that piece. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to show you a different medium. She said it in the beginning, you may not have been here yet. Hi, Uncle Lisa. I don't want to miss you. I did say hi. I saw that you were here. I'm really pleased that you're here. Have you worked on your story? Because I want to finish. I want to see what's happening. Jeanne, have you ever worked with alcohol inks? Oh, have I ever worked with alcohol inks? I bought, well, let me just show you my alcohol inks. These are the alcohol inks I have. I bought Stampin' Up! Alcohol inks. And I have all these colors. And each set of colors I bought at a thrift store, brand new in the box, for $1.50 or $1.19, or I think it might have been $1.19. So yes, I have worked with alcohol inks. I love alcohol inks. And you can do, and I can get those out and I can make them for you. I've got my stuff out here to make one with acrylics. Now this I've got 4 colors here that I'm going to use. Just old ink that I bought at they're not ink but acrylic paint that I bought at the craft store. And so I'm kind of in a pink and purple and blue mode, I guess. But I wanted to show you the difference between using this, and I am going to wet the paper. Last time I didn't wet the paper when I did it before. But this time I'm going to wet the paper just a little bit. It might help it to slide. But what I like to do is I like to just pour the color on. And you can get really inexpensive ink or paint that you won't be afraid to use. This, of course I got all these at the thrift store, but this, I love pink. Somebody was saying how much they hated pink. That generally people hate ink, but not me. I love pink. Pink, pink, pink. AL is one of my favorite mediums. Alcohol inks are one of my favorite mediums. My channel banner is one of my pieces I did with alcohol inks. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Let's see here. Now I want to, I'm going to add some white, but I'm going to add it later. Now I'm just going to take an old card. This is just like a credit card or just an old card, and I'm just going to blend it. Now I'm going to take a little bit of white and see what happens there. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Oh, I like that. I'm really happy with that. I was going to actually scrape all the paint off, see what was left behind, and put it on another one, kind of all blended, but I just like that too much. So I am going to dry that again. So put your ears on, put your helmet on. I'm going to dry it. It's going to take a little bit longer than the other one to dry. But acrylics dry pretty fast. I wonder if I should put some, I don't quite have it all the way to the edge. I mean, why waste the paper? Maybe trade hands. I almost dropped it right on that wet page. There. Oh my goodness. So, has anybody ever done this before? Oh, thank you, Nettie. Oh my goodness, thank you very much. Super chat. That's so neat. Posh Cats Camping. Hi, happy Friday. Yes. Nice to see you here. That is so nice. That will help me support my channel. That way I can buy more stuff. I really, and you know what I liked about buying that that sticker from Liz Drake's channel was it does help support her channel. She's doing that Wellspring, or Teespring. And so I thought, you know, that might be something I might want to look into. I don't know. I do so many little things. Can you imagine a coffee cup that looks like that? This is going to be really thick. I might have to let this dry. Oh, but I wanted to do something with it dried. Okay. I wanted to show you something. So let me get it a little bit more dry. I might not dry this completely. Because I have another medium I want to show you. Oh, and it's 9:40 already. Goodness. I'm so happy. I hope this isn't too loud on you guys. So, what's going on with everybody? Did you, I didn't see if you answered, Uncle Lisa. Have you been working on your, have you been working on your cartoon? Because I wanna see more. Uncle Lisa does a very funny cartoon, but it's a mystery, and the mystery's not solved. Thank you, Shelley, for putting Artists on the Road's channel up there so you guys can look at the channel banner. That's awesome. And Posh Cats, are you out on the road? Are you going to go somewhere this weekend? Yes, what I'm doing, yes, thank you, Shelley. This is an acrylic, using different colors of acrylic paint. I put the 3 colors on first. These 3 colors on first and spread them around with a card. And then I added white just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, now that's not dry, and normally I would wait until this was completely dry, but I will show you what it looks like on another one, because I might not be able to pick this one up. But I'm going to use some of these shimmer paints, and I'm going to splash some gold. Can you see can you see me mixing it up? I get more water. And then I'm just going to splash some gold on here. And I'm going to splash a lot of gold. Because the shimmer is so pretty. And because I've made one yesterday to kind of test out how it worked on this paper, I am able to show you before this dries. Now, I've got all this wonderful gold paint, so I'm going to grab something here and wipe that paint off so I don't so I don't waste it. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. I can't believe how fast this hour goes. Okay, I'm going to take out another sheet for my next medium that I'm going to use. And this will be completely different. But do you like the white flecks or the gold flecks? Okay, I'm going to take that off and I'm going to let that dry thoroughly. Over here. Oh, I'm very happy with that. That's okay. It looks like this is all pretty much dry. Okay, I will show you what it looks like with the gold. This is the one that I made yesterday, and I had this I put the gold on when it dried. But it just gives it a whole extra dimension. I don't know if you can see that yet. There. And these were in blues and greens and so forth. But the flecks in gold just are so pretty on the page. Now, if you put something underneath this in mixed media work, you're not going to be able to see what's underneath it, even when you use glue to put it on there. This is going to cover it up. But if you put stuff under there for texture, your texture will still come through because the paper is so thin. And it has that nice crinkly sound. Okay, now, the next thing I'm going to use this morning is I have all these pretty, I've got a lot of colors here, and these are what we call gelatos, and they're by Faber-Castell, and of course I'm not sponsored, just so that you know what they are. There's a lot of different colors here. And I'm going to blend them together. I don't know if I like the red in that. So I'm going to do these three colors here, and then I'm going to add some yellow to it later. Yeah, I do love these. And these are like crayons. These are like crayons, and it's kind of like an oil-based pastel. Do some green, some pink, and some blue. And I don't use all of these as one big sheet. These will be, oh, and these are the shimmery ones. This blue is one of the shimmery ones. Ooh, I love the shimmer. And then I take a wet or a damp, I should say just damp. Yeah, I'm just going to do a damp one, not real wet. I think that's wet enough to spread it. And just blend all these colors together. And isn't that nice? It's a quiet way of doing it. No heat gun. And these are pretty inexpensive. Well, it's less than $50 for a bigger set. Now I'm gonna just add some yellow on top, just because I don't know what that'll do. There, okay. Now I got some color underneath there from the other paint. Wasn't quite dry. Duh. Well, that's how it goes. But I think it's very pretty. And you can kind of see the shimmer there. Now, I think if I blend it out a little bit more, you won't see it as being quite as streaky. It'll just be more of a color. And I think I'm going to, now I didn't do this on my other one, but I think I'm going to, let me see if I can find my, I'm going to sprinkle some gold on this one too. I did a show, Artist on the Road, I did a show with the alcohol inks, and then as I dabbed them up with my tissues, the tissues became so colorful that I have been using and using and using the tissues on everything. Now, let's see, I would like to make some of those bigger, but let me get my paper now and wipe some of this gold off. I should have used maybe the coppery one. You don't want to waste it, and this could be a background paper itself. Okay. Now, it's not, let me just dry it real quick. And we are at 9:52, so I've got a little bit of time here. I'll just dry it really, really quick. I don't need to dry the gelatos. All I'm drying is the gold. And that'll be really, really fast. There. I got one that's more like a paper. And I have a glass vase that I stick that in so that it doesn't lay around on the floor. Now, can you see how shimmery that looks? Isn't that pretty? I love the look of that. So, that's 3 different mediums that you can make background paper with when you're putting together a journal. Oh, and I was going to show you some of my journal pages. Let me see if I can clean this up just a bit. Let me just spread some scrap paper or something over this because I don't really want to get it on my journal. But I wanted to show you, where is it? Where did I put my journal? Well, I was looking at it just a minute ago. It's within reach here somewhere. And I am not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I put Shelley's envelope on top of it. This is the cover I made, and it's so funny. I cut this out of a magazine, the arms and the legs and the head, and let me see if I can show you this way. The arms and the legs and the head. And she was, of course, too long for any of my books. So I thought, well, that's fine. I can keep her in the book all, you know, all covered up. These move too. I had to draw the body and fix some sort of a body. I had to use my imagination because there was not even a picture to go by. But I got her body in there, and then I thought, and I put it together with brads, and these are quite large brads because that's all I had, and I'm all in the mode right now of using what you have. But I am going to get some smaller brads. When I put it in the book, it was just, the brads just made it way too thick to keep in the book. So I thought, I'm going to put her on the cover because I think she is so cute, and that's so different to have her on the cover like that. You know, all like an acrobat. So I'm going to put her on the cover. However, when I get my new brads, she's definitely going in the journal, and I will put like August over where I've glued her head on. So she's just there just to kind of keep her. But this is my, I've got 5 minutes, and I'm just going to just flip through real quick what I've done here. And this is August 1st, and I've just put some extra pages in here. You can journal on the back, which I actually did my journal on this. So I've got that going. Then I'm trying to do August in a nutshell, where I just do very quickly what I'm doing during the day, and then journaling later on the card, on a card behind here. And this is a thing I received from my washi tape from before. I have postcards in here, and oh, there's some of that new washi tape that I bought. I made this little thing here, and it's like a little corner pocket, and I folded it like an origami fold, and then put that in. And these are all pieces of ephemera that Shelley sent me from when they went to visit Elvis's birthplace. And I put this in because Shelley and I were shopping via phone, and I bought her birthday present, which was a bag. It's not a purse like this, but it was a bag, and that she wanted for her birthday. So that's to remind me of what I did. And that's day 2. That's August 2nd. And then this was the next day. And I just covered this, and I covered my my journaling. I had journaling there, and I covered it with this because I don't know that, but I kind of like that, so I think I'm going to keep her there. I covered that just for my picture that I put on Instagram. And that's day 3, and I have a 3 right there. And then, of course, Shelley had a birthday this week. Shelley, hey, Betsy, Dee, I'm really glad to see you. I showed your cards earlier, and so I hope that you'll see that later. And let's see, Posh Cats. I bet a red and dark green would gold sprinkle. You're right, it would. That would be so pretty. And I will do something like that for my Christmas journal, definitely. Bye-bye, Nettie. Thanks for coming in. Oh, thank you, Posh Cats. I really like that you like those. It's fairly sticky out here. We closed our windows, keeping the cool, no air conditioning. Okay, but I didn't see whether you were going away for the weekend. Posh cats are camping. Yes, seems to be a hot wave all over. But anyway, sorry I didn't keep up with the chat very well. This was Shelly's birthday, and I had fun doing this. This is the first time I've documented birthdays in a journal, but this is the first time I've done a journal type of daily. So this is what I was all about her birthday on August 4th. This is August 5th, and you know, I have the journal cards, and I do the journaling on the back of the cards. This was a double pocket. I also have this card to add to it especially if I have a day that I need to journal. This was just a piece of just trash, and I just made it into a card because I kind of liked how it was. You can kind of see the old pot that was underneath it, and I journaled about Shelly's birthday on this one because I didn't really have a journal spot on her birthday, so I journaled here. And then I've got that saying there. This is what I did last night. Oh, do I have a 4 on here? I don't have my numbers on here. Oh yeah, I have a 4 for there, and then this should have a 5, but I don't have a 5 yet. This is what I did last night, and this was fun. I made this pocket, and I have this little journal card, a packet of seeds. There's some shimmery paper with copper, and I backed it to make it a little bit nicer. And then this is a postcard I did, mixed media, with deli paper. And it says, make every day colorful. I'm making today colorful for sure. And then in here, I've just tucked a picture. My friend is a school teacher. She gets her picture taken every year. She gets the packet free, so she gives me a picture. So that's my friend Rebecca. And then I put these leaves on here, so I just tucked one in underneath here because I have 2 tuck spots. I made this card, and just as a journal card. And then this behind here was something sent to me in Happy Mail, and so I really loved those. So there's lots of journaling going on this page for sure. And then here it says the things that are really important and I'm going to be listing, and I don't have my big 6. It's actually 6, day 6. And then this is the rest of the book that I'm going to be working in. Oh, I did tuck this in for this page because I just thought it was perfect on this page. So we'll see. And I've got to get going. Oh, it's 10:02. I ran over. Shelly, you should put a link in. I think you did. A link into Gary's show. And I will move on. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. But Gary's on. And so I'm going to say goodbye. So thanks everybody for stopping in and seeing me today. Bye-bye.